For over 30 years, I've had the privilege and the challenge to counsel and coach the rich and the famous back to health, and sometimes after disastrous attempts at weight loss. Now, weight management is almost always a difficult endeavor, no matter what resources you have at your fingertips. Even though celebrities need to look their absolute best, don't think for a second their weight management is easy for them either. It's not. Many flat out starve themselves before they go on the set or down the red carpet, potentially damaging their health with lasting consequences. They simply yo-yo back and forth between thin and undernourished and unhealthy in one extreme to being overweight, depressed, and unhealthy at the other. Some of them, however, have found a better way.
Before we get into Dr. Laux' advice, here are key highlights from his bio. As a renowned author and consumer health advocate, Dr. Laux is not beholden to big drug companies or corporate medical interests like so many others are. He tells it straight by combining the latest advances in medical research and natural medicines with advice that's helped millions seek better health via worldwide media including CNN, NBC, Fox News, CTV, the BBC, and the acclaimed PBS series Healing Quest. Like you, Dr. Laux' celebrity clients are always looking for new ways to stay slim and youthful. Like you, they want to look their best in today's stylish, form-fitting clothes. And like you, they want to avoid all the health problems that come with carrying around a lot of unwanted pounds. Well, today's savvy stars are now quickly turning to a new alternative. Depending on how much weight you need to lose, this new approach may require a change of attitude and a change of habit. Just like these celebrities, it's a choice you're going to have to make. So let's get back to Dr. Laux with his recent findings on weight loss, plus some shocking photos.
Sure, it's easy enough for people to get rapid weight loss results, but it almost always costs them their health and vitality, even in the long term. Because when you lose weight too quickly, you're not just losing fat, you're losing healthy and essential muscles, living bones. Your organs can suffer and shrink like your heart and your liver. Even your brain tissue can be compromised. You're losing critical parts of you along with the fat.
For the majority of us, a very skinny look isn't the most attractive, but being extra slim can look more normal through a camera lens, so celebrities and models do almost anything to keep their figures close to starvation levels. And with all this peer pressure, you can see why celebrities, especially women, will always be desperate for the most cutting-edge weight loss solutions.
Being thin is wonderful, no doubt, but you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to put your health at risk. You also know that quick fixes like crash diets, laxatives, fad metabolism boosters can only work temporarily, and usually with more weight returning right as soon as you're done, with lethargy, sometimes depression. And yes, there are popular exotic fruit extracts that can raise your metabolism, and specific extracts can actually help, and I've recommended them as part of weight loss plans in the past. But it's not the golden ticket. It helps, but it's not the long-term sustainable answer for healthy weight loss that I want for my patients, my friends, for all of us. Finding a better way became my mission. I invested significant time and resources scouring the current research, combing through the latest natural approaches to weight management from around the world. Of course, the traditional approach to raising metabolism relied on restricted diets and plenty of exercise, and it worked. But our metabolism has been altered due to modern lifestyles, processed foods, chemicals, and medication. That's why it's so easy to put on weight these days. And then short-term clinical studies demonstrated that dramatic weight loss could be achieved quickly in some cases using metabolic boosters. So research went into finding new drugs and natural extracts that could help boost your metabolism on their own, without diet, without exercise. And this deviated us from the proven path. Chances are you've attempted different approaches of weight loss that relied on boosting your metabolism in one way or another. The problem is that when you rely too heavily on artificial boosters like ephedra or many of the other natural stimulants that have followed, what you're actually doing is cranking up your heartbeat, or you're overworking your circulatory system. Any results from these approaches are always very short-lived.
If any of that had worked for you, you probably wouldn't be watching this video right now. But since you're here, I'm willing to bet you're looking for an end to the never-ending miracle pill Ferris wheel that plagues the weight loss world. New pills come out promising weight loss results within days or weeks, and within 2 months you're left disappointed and discouraged. With little or no weight loss, certainly nothing long-term. Everyone goes through this, but you don't have to. Not any longer. Let's get straight back with Dr. Laux as he explains the discovery that's quietly taken Hollywood by storm.
It's said in my field that death begins in the colon. And it's also true that weight gain starts in your colon, because your digestive tract is really where your metabolism truly begins. Inside your intestinal tract are trillions of bacteria known as gut flora. Many of these gut bacteria are good, meaning they help with digestion and support your overall health in many ways, including weight management. But here's something that's taken medical science completely by surprise. Emerging research now shows that a specific kind of bacteria can actually contribute, perhaps even cause, obesity. Even if you've been doing everything right, exercising, eating well, taking diet aids, everything, none of this matters much if your inner ecology is sabotaging your plan. Modern eating habits, chlorinated water, antibiotics, medication, fast food, additives, and pollution has probably left your GI tract filled with a less than perfect flora that can cause weight gain. This is really a revolutionary understanding for our health, because we now know that the digestive process of these bacterial cells in your gut affects how much of the food you eat gets turned into energy versus how much gets converted into fat and stored. And the fact is, the best long-term solution to increasing your overall metabolism is to correctly manage your digestive system, first and foremost. This can cause a complete turnaround in your weight and waistline. Far smarter, more natural, and better than stimulate and starve approaches. When you make this change, other weight loss strategies and support finally have a much better chance of working for you. And that's why I'm so excited when I uncovered that little-known clinical study from China.
A recent study at China's Shanghai Jiaotong University demonstrates the fat-melting power of optimizing your gut bacteria. Professor Zhao Liping identified a special kind of rogue intestinal microbe as a key cause of today's obesity epidemic. The name of this fattening gut bacteria is Enterobacter. Not only does it cause the body to make and store fat, it prevents fat from being turned into energy. Enterobacter disrupts your body's natural metabolic processes. Even worse, it causes you to feel less full when you eat. This, of course, results in overeating, and it's caused by the slower glucose uptake that Enterobacter triggers. But the discovery of this fattening gut bacteria wasn't the biggest breakthrough these Chinese researchers made. As they were searching for a way to block Enterobacter from making people overweight, they discovered a whole new approach to fast, easy weight loss. The researchers designed a carefully controlled experiment in which a powerful prebiotic was added to a reduced-calorie diet. Prebiotics are the fuel that strengthen the good bacteria already in your system while also reducing the bad bacteria.
A prebiotic is a non-caloric, non-digestible natural substance that plays a unique role in maintaining a healthy bacterial mix in your gut. Prebiotics feed the good bacteria, and they help crowd out the bad bacteria, including the obesity-causing bugs like Enterobacter.
Researchers fed the special prebiotic-infused diet to a morbidly obese 384-pound man over a 23-week period. The results were spectacular. After 9 weeks, the subject had lost 66 pounds, and after 23 weeks, he had lost 119 pounds. In analyzing this study, it's clear that having the powerful prebiotic in the food made a huge difference in the amount of weight that was lost. A difference that went way beyond what is typically seen by eating a healthy reduced-calorie diet. And since absolutely no exercise was allowed during the test period, these results are even more impressive, especially if you're like most people and don't get a lot of regular exercise. But that's not all. At the end of the 23-week test period, the amount of fattening Enterobacter bacteria in the subject's gut had dropped dramatically, from a whopping 35% all the way down to 0. This clearly demonstrated that the more weight you want to lose, the more important it is to get rid of the bad bacteria in your gut.
I first read about this remarkable Chinese research in a scientific paper published by the International Society of Microbial Ecology, and I was immediately impressed. Here was the scientific evidence of something I'd long suspected. Successful weight management starts inside the gut. It begins when you remove the fat-packing bad bacteria and restore a healthy bacterial mix. In fact, ignoring this critical step is a little-known reason why so many diets and other weight loss efforts fail. That's why the twin cornerstones of this new breakthrough are two powerful proven prebiotics. that nourish the good slimming bugs to take charge and help eradicate the fat accumulating bugs, to help you lose weight faster and easier than you may have dreamed possible. Now, I can't stress this point enough. It's extremely unlikely you'll lose the weight you want until you ban the bad bugs and restore the balance of the healthy good bugs, which give your GI metabolism and ecology and puts it back on track. Fortunately, there are simple ways you can do this pretty easily. You can boost and blossom the good bacteria in your gut starting right now, and as a result, pave the way to shedding those unwanted pounds.
Unfortunately, flavored probiotic yogurt from the supermarket is something to avoid. They often contain certain additives like sugar that can actually disrupt the functioning of the healthy bacteria in your gut. What's more, you'd have to eat 7 tubs of premium probiotic yogurt every day to get anywhere near the level of probiotic influence required. Also avoid refined carbohydrates, GMOs, corn sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, and dietary toxins like modern wheat and hydrogenated oils. And what about pharmaceutical drugs? Take your pick. Antibiotics and other medications like birth control and NSAIDs like aspirin wipe out a very large portion of your healthy digestive bacteria. So if you've ever used antibiotics prescribed from your doctor, you've almost certainly knocked the good guys right out. And it takes months for them to come back healthy and balanced if they ever do at all. But the scary part is this: the bad bacteria can lay claim to your bombed out intestine in just days. Like weeds in a lawn, grass takes time, while weeds grow quick. Those weeds need to be dealt with. They need to be destroyed. And the way you do it is with a good mix of prebiotics and probiotics. One approach is by making your own bacteria cultures using something called a kefir kit. This is only good if you don't mind the taste of sour plain yogurt and you enjoy spending extra time in the kitchen. It works by taking organic bacteria seeds and using fresh organic milk to strain the seeds. Then drink the kefir that's made, clean the jar, and put the seeds back with fresh organic milk and let it stand for 24 hours. That'll certainly help you begin to rebalance your healthy bacteria. You'll notice clearer skin, easier digestion, and more energy. But it does take daily attention to get it right, although it's not nearly as effective as Hollywood's new approach. So if you only have around 10 pounds to lose, you can stop right here. Hopefully this video presentation's been interesting and informative, but what comes next is not for you. Just make your own kefir and the probiotics will probably help you lose those 10 pounds. But if you have serious weight to lose, like the studies we've summarized, 66 pounds in 9 weeks, 110 pounds in 21 weeks, 200 pounds or more in a year, then what comes next is absolutely vital for your success, because you'll soon know you're a giant step closer to losing a great deal of your extra weight by rebalancing your gut flora. You'll see just how quickly you can slim and trim with ease. Just like those savvy celebrities, you too can. Drop 3 dress sizes or more. Take 6 inches or more off your waist. Slip easily into those sexy jeans you've been avoiding. Recover your little black dress from the back of the closet. Donate all of your suddenly too large clothes to a favorite charity and feel more confident and in control of your life. If you have a significant amount of weight to lose and you haven't had success with all those other solutions, pay close attention to what Dr. Laux is ready to reveal.